Hey, are you looking for a true or small group base design that's single TC with wide gap like peaks, bunkered, and really cheap to build? Well, let me introduce you to the Renegade, or what I like to call it, the Snowballer's Haven. What's up guys, it's Ox and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My first video being a Rust base design. This isn't my normal thing. I'd like to post more Rust wipe content, but I've seen a lot of people asking for this base design, so I decided to make a video on it. We built this base this past force wipe, and we defended 4 online raids in it. And it was awesome. This base is an absolute tank. 1 TC, wide gap type of peaks, and it's just great. So let's get right into the tour. Coming into the compound gate, you got your simple peaks here, a little half wall peak behind the door, a couple of windows, and a 2-way locker right here. This locker has 2 beds and is accessed in here with an embrasure covering the 2 sides so you can't see through the window. You have turret pods in the compound gates covering the compound with 2 furnaces. You also have turrets up here on each of the squares around the compound, also covering any compound hoppers or stuff like that. Coming in over here, we have another 2-way locker, access between the outside and inside. You have your beds, a couple of drop boxes here, and windows with peaks. You can just pick up these windows and shoot any raiders or anything like that. Coming in over here, we got 2 more furnaces, some more turrets all around the compound, another entrance with some more drop boxes, and a 2-way locker. So, wrapping around back over here, some more bedrooms. And now coming into the front door, this is the main base. Some more peaks over here, peeking into the compound. Jumping up here, you got your second floor. You have 6 boxes here, 2 vending machine bunkers here. How these work, you have a vending machine placed in front of the door frame with 2 locked boxes in the back. You guys will see how to build it in the build tutorial here in a minute. Look at just to the right of the vending machine, and if you open it, you're able to access these back 2 boxes. But for raiders, if you put an armored door, that's 5 rockets plus another 15 or whatever it is for a vending machine. So it's pretty expensive to get to that loop, and it's also quite hidden. So you have 8 boxes total up here in the second floor. Coming down to the first floor here, you got furnaces lined up from wall to wall. Your TC, standard 2x1, into a 2x2, which is also bunkered, just like so. This has to be twig, but to break the bunker, you just get rid of the twig, replace it with some more twig, and place your twig stairs. Make sure you use a twig. That is your second and first floor. Coming up to the third floor here, you got your battery, a research table, boxes, some more beds. My team likes to do e-ferny spams here. That's always nice to have. Another battery here. You have the single door peaks up to the shooting floor to kill any sort of raiders or whatever. Same thing on that side, and then on these sides are your jump ups to the shooting floor. Coming into the shooting floor here, we have wide gap like peaks, but this is 1 TC. Great peaks down into the compound. windows all around, and you have these drop down peaks here that overlook a little bit of the compound, not too much, but just enough all around, just like so. And now coming up to the roof here, you got your full roof with 4 turrets and tacular bedrooms with SAM sites on top, 4 turbines to power all of your turrets. And coming up over here, got your tac bedrooms, put your beds, your boxes, and everything. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the base, and let's get into the build tutorial. Alright, so here's the build tutorial. This is the starter. Pretty simple, just a standard 2x1, just like so. Get everything to stone. Wood, what we got. Wood doors down. And that is your simple 2x1 starter. Alright, now that you have your core set up, just like so, 2 boxes on top, 2 boxes on the bottom, is your workbench and the furnaces. We're going to expand off 1 more square, another square, but this has to be twig. Keep this twig the entire way. Do not upgrade this, but when you do get off for the night, you will be upgrading this to wood. So if you just want to upgrade it to wood now, that's okay. And now we're going to raise 2 raised foundations, and you are going to make a stair. This is going to be twig all the way. Your jump up will always be twig, because this base is bunkered. You're going to seal off these half heights, seal off ceiling, and seal off these, just like so. Put a door down, and there you go. Now you have your roof access. Alright, moving on to our second floor in Honeycomb. First, we're going to make the entrance to the base, because now we need a jump up to get to the base. If you don't have enough resources, you can always just do like one of these or something. That works. But we will be putting Honeycomb just like so. Placing a square foundation right outside. This gets upgraded as part of the base, and if you like to do 3 furnaces for your jump up, half wall, doesn't really matter. We just do triangle because we don't use the furnaces out there. And seal off that honeycomb. 2 single doors, wall, seal it off. Window here, wall here. This is your jump up to the 3rd floor. And this is what your entrance is going to look like. And now the honeycomb. 2 triangles here. Both of these walls will get upgraded. This wall down here. At this stage of your base, you're probably not going to have enough metal to upgrade this. So this is going to be twig. This can be stone. We'll need to upgrade that later. All these walls can be stone and can be upgraded at any time. Now you're going to want to place your inner wall. This wall, keep it as twig. This wall, I'm stupid, that's the half wall. Keep that as twig, keep this as twig down here. These 2 walls, if you were to upgrade this one to stone and then place your triangle here as stone, you can't get to that wall now, so it's going to be stone for the rest of the wipe. And once the base is fully finished, you're not going to want stone honeycomb. So keep this open, and just keep this entire area wide open until you have enough to upgrade this, and this honeycomb, or to sheet metal. You're going to repeat the same process on this side. 3 triangles, honeycomb, just like so. This will be twig, these 2 walls here. Make sure these are twig. Seal and here. Wall here. Upgrade this to sheet metal when possible. If you can't, don't place a wall here yet. Place your so. Keep these twig until you can upgrade them to metal. You can upgrade all this to metal. Oh, I'm sorry. Do not forget these half-height walls here. forgot that part. Upgrade those to metal. Seal these off. That's metal. Seal this off. And seal this off. Have your roofs, and now you have your second floor. Coming back to the back here, this is going to be a little different. We're going to place our 2 triangles just like so, only honeycombing this wall right here and this wall right here. Keeping this one open, you're going to place a wall frame and a wall and a square. This is going to be a back side of the base rotation up to your 3rd floor for raid defense purposes, mobility shoot, and make sure to seal off the roof, just like so, door down. And this is now the completed 2nd floor with all sides of honeycomb. Just looks like a simple 2x2 honeycomb. Alright, now that you have your 2nd floor done, make sure this is sealed off as well. Just like so, for your airlock. Doors, your garage door spam. You have your boxes, 6 of them up here on the top floor. And if you are confused about what I'm doing here, this is the new meta. These are vending machine bunkers. I haven't seen these much. These have probably been in the game for a while, but you're going to be placing one box there, 1 box here. You have to lock these boxes. Make sure they are locked. And then you are going to get your vending machine. Make sure it's rotated twice. You're going to stick your nose in there and get that perfect alignment. Just like that. It's not in the door like it would be like that. It's not like this. It's behind the door. And now you are able to loot these 2 back boxes behind this vending machine. And in order for raiders to get this loot, they got to break this vending machine because the boxes are locked. And once you get more loot and more doors, you can even throw an armored door on the front of this to almost kind of hide it. You're going to repeat the same process over on this side. Alright, now that you've done that, if you do not have stuff to make your vending machines or anything like that, you can always use this area as just normal storage. 2 extra boxes on each side. Gives you 8 boxes here on the 2nd floor. So now that you've done that, we're going to be moving out here to the outside and building our shell/peaks. First off, we're going to go around the base and just cover each side with the same exact build. Square and triangle off each side here, just like so. Coming into the front here, this is going to be our entrance. We're going to do a window here, 2 single doors, window here, and you could either do window here, but I prefer to do 2 half walls, delete the bottom half wall, place a low half wall for your inner sort of compound peak, and then you place a wall frame here, and get a door behind that, just so they can't, door campers or no one can be constantly peeking through this. It's only a temporary peak. But this is great for raid defenses. I use these peaks a lot on this base design, and yeah, you'll see it a lot. Alright, now that you have your entrance sealed off, you're going to move over to this side. We're going to do the same peak here, half height. You're going to do wall, window, 2 doors facing the outside, window here. Seal it off, wall frame, your swinging in door. These are going to be compound bedrooms, so you put 2 beds like so, and then we're going to seal this off. And now that you have that sealed off and done, you'll repeat the same process like that on this side, and repeat this process over on this side. Alright, now that you have that completed, we can now move up to our 3rd floor. Get your ladder hatch here as well. Almost forgot about that. And now that we're on the 3rd floor, we're going to come to each of these squares and place wall frames in the floor on all 4 of these squares. Now that you've done that, it should look like this from the top. Now you're going to come around and place windows on all of your squares. This will function as almost like an early game floor. And just like so. Now for my preference, I prefer to do my jump ups on this side and this side. Make sure you keep this half full so if you demo it, the floor will not be stable enough, so make sure you keep that there. So you'll place your half wall jump up wall frames on these sides. Do your same thing on this, but instead of a wall frame, place a door. This side as well. Place a single door just like so. Go ahead and seal off the outsides of it, just like so. And now you're going to place one by one. Seal off the roof. For here, you can place either a window with a locker, or you can just place a honeycomb. It doesn't really matter. It's an extra battery storage. Do whatever you want. Wall there. That's battery storage here. Battery storage here. We use this as a bedroom. You can place more boxes here, computer station, repair bench, whatever you want. We like to do 2 more beds here. Frame off the entire floor. Seal that off. And that is your 3rd floor. Alright, moving up to the top floor now. We're going to come to all of these squares here on the outsides, and we're going to half wall them off. A little laggy. And repeat that same process on all 4 sides. Now that you've done that, you're going to come back down to the bottom, and you're going to place square, triangle, square. Delete these, those are going to be too big, don't upgrade those. Just like that, and you'll get this square. And you're going to do that same exact thing on all 4 sides. Now that you've done that, we're going to start working on the shooting floor. If you'd rather do compound shooting floor first, it doesn't really matter. You've got your peaks for a simple raid defense. If you'd rather skip ahead to compound and do that first, you could always do that. But I always prefer learning the base before you jump into a server. But for me, I'm going to do shooting floor first. I'm going to go too high here. Too high here. So it'll look a little uneven here. We're going to place 2 walls on the outside. Temporary half wall. Floor. Delete the half wall. Place 2 windows. Just like so, you'll have this drop down peak. Triangle here, triangle here. Triangle is connected to the main base. And then you're going to window off all of the top, just like that. Repeat the same process on all 4 sides. Alright, now that you've done that, your shooting floor should start to look like this a little bit. You have your peak downs, and I know most of you guys might be thinking, oh, you could just fall right down. 1 second, I will give you a fix to that. But now that you've done that, you are going to place windows also on all 4 of these sides here. We are going to now seal off the roof. On the corner, just follow the same footprint that you did with the shooting floor. Seal it off like so. Windows on the inside, facing in, just like that, on all 4 sides. Facing in, because if they were to get on the roof, you don't want them to soft side into your shooting floor. And now for here, you can only place, very important here, you can only place wall frames here, 2 here on the jump ups. So you can only place 2 here on the jump ups, will act as almost like an airlock. And 2 in the middle, just like that. This allows it to properly seal off the roof And it should look like this, just like so, fill in the gaps like usual. But make sure you only place 2 half walls here, and you can only place 2 half walls on each door, because if you see here, all the sockets do not align besides these corners. You can put wall frames there, but all these sockets don't align. So if you were to place a wall frame before you place the roof, it's not going to fully seal properly. So now we're going to come here and we're going to place roofs and wall frames on each socket, just sealing off these gates for these jump ups. And that is your shooting floor completed. Alright, and now that you've placed all your embrasures, you're going to come back into the shooting floor. And you are going to come to the jump ups here and place a triangle here. So now this causes it to where you cannot slip through the peaks here. The reason I did this later is because if you were to place your roof triangles before your embrasures, you cannot place your embrasures. It doesn't work. You have to go on the outside, ladder up on your own base. I can't fly. Ladder up on your own base and place your embrasure. That's just really annoying. You don't want to do that. So make sure you place your embrasures before you place your roof triangles. And now coming up to your roof, we're going to do the roof. 2 square triangles on the corners, and roof triangles to top them off. 2 square triangles, and do that around the Alright, coming down to the compound here, you're going to build 2 squares off, triangle off the second square, and on the sides of the entrances, so this side and the back side, these are going to be the compound bedrooms. So you're going to 3-wall this off, and you're going to do that same peak again that I was just talking about at the beginning of the video, and then place a window here. Same thing on this side. You can either seal this off or place a triangle. I'll show you why in a second here. Wall frame, 2 more wall frames here, and a roof tile. Coming up on top of the compound gate, you're going to place 3 half walls, seal this off like so, and then you're going to place your 2 drop boxes here, bedroom boxes, whatever you need. If you're getting raided and you need a quick depot, some raid loot, you can put them in there. These are 2 turret pods, just like so. And you are able to seal off these doors here, and this functions as like a compound disconnector. So each your compound will be sectioned off pretty much. On this side, you are going to place same thing, 2 triangles, 2 doors, window, wall, that same peak. Seal this off with a wall frame there, and repeat the same process on top. Just like that. Place your 2 boxes in there, seal it off. Just like that. Your gate should look like this, and your bedroom should look like that. If I was moving too fast, just slow the video down, replay it, but copy this gate on this side and this gate on that side. Alright, and now that you've done building that, here are the deployables, what they look like, a couple of windows, a couple of doors, and right here I like doing a locked locker with a embrasure so raiders can't peek through the sides of the gap. But this window is actually open. There is no more strengthened window here. I picked it up. That's what I always do. So this works as a 2-way locker. You spawn in one of these beds, grab a kit, or if you're coming in from a big fight right outside your base, quick depot here. Also always quick depot up there. But you have a 2-way locker here, and these are on all 4 sides. Same thing here. Works as a 2-way locker from your drop chute, just like that. And you have 2 beds with 2 windows and some peaks. You can always just pick up these windows if you have to kill someone or whatever's going on outside. You have 2 drop boxes here. If you get any raid loot from a raid defense and you got a depot it somewhere, some rockets, you can always throw them in here in that locker, or just kits in general that you need to put in there. And now let's do the compound walls. Alright, starting off with the compound walls here, you're going to want to place this first one pointing like pretty far out, almost, I don't know how far that really is, but just about here. I'm going to place it. Over this side, same thing here, stick it out pretty far, just like so. And then these 2 back ones are going to be straight. Just like that. They'll give you this kind of boxy or circle, depending on how you did it. Open area, you can fit 2 large furnaces, one here, and still have all this compound room. Same thing on the rest of these sides. And now that you finish your compound, it should kind of look like this. I rushed it a little bit, so it looks a little jank, but it should almost look like this, kind of sticking out a little bit, so you have room for 2 to 3 large furnaces in each section here. And now coming up on top of these gatehouses, you're going to place 2 triangles. Actually, there's a triangle, don't upgrade these. 2 triangle frames. You're going to get yourself your metal barricades. I place mine just like this. One here. One here and one here. Destroy these. And there you go. Do that on all 4 sides and you'll have your compound complete. Alright, and now that you've placed your large furnaces, this is technically the ending of the official base, but the rest of the stuff I'm going to do is optional, but I do highly recommend doing what I'm going to do. So first off, I did make a quick mistake. I put windmills 2 height high, not 3, so make sure they are 2. But coming down here on these triangles here, in between your base and the gates, we're going to place walls up here, just like so. Delete that actually, make this a half wall. Place wall frames just like that. Two squares off. And these are tacular bedrooms. Place your triangle there. And I like to place 2 floor frames right here, just so you can run here, jump on. Oh, I'm sorry, I placed a floor frame in the wrong spot. Frame right there. I'm destroying everything. And a frame right there. So these are your tacular bedrooms. Window all these off. Throw some embrasures on. These give you respawns on your roof. You put, beds here, whatever. Beds there, lockers. You'll have 4 of these all around. Just repeat the same process like so. All the way around the base. And I'll show you what it looks like when you're done. And there you go. From the outside, this is what it looks like. We like to put SAM sites on top of our tacular bedrooms. And from the roof, this is what it looks like. Pretty sick, if you ask me. Oh, forgot to put some doors up there. But the tac bedrooms do look like this on the inside. Locker. 2 beds and 3 boxes is what we normally do. I feel like 2 beds is fine. 4 bedrooms, you shouldn't have more than 8 players in this base. If you do, I don't even know an excuse. That's just way too deep. But thank you guys so much for watching my first ever build tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed the base. I really enjoy this custom base. It's my absolute favorite. Everything down to a T that I like in Rust. And I hope to see this base on some servers. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.